Hi, I hope everybody's well. Bit of a different set of videos now from me because the Sew for the Soul book just about done. Got one more video and I'll still do some community videos. So I was a little bit worried about what I was going to end up doing after the Sew for the Soul had finished, because I haven't really got time to do another full project for the end of the year. So I was really, really chuffed when I was invited to take part in a collaboration with some other amazing people that I've met via YouTube. So it all started when Rachel from Roxy Creations messaged quite a few people, or told quite a few people about me when I did the original Sew for the Soul, and it sort of spiraled from there. So Susanna from Vintage Blend Studios put together this collaboration. So there's Susanna, there's Rachel, there's Sarah, Roxy Creations by Sarah, there's Jeanette from My Cottage Crafts, Lauretta from Sparrowhawk Designs, and Melanie from Melanie Sullivan, sorry, and I'll put some links to that on the end of this. We've all been asked to do a piece of work each month. We're going to start in October. I'd said about not starting in September, but then I got very, very excited and I've made a start, and I forgot to video the first one. I don't really want to reveal a lot of this one because this one's Susanna's, so I don't really want to reveal that much because it'll be a nice surprise for her. But I got so carried away doing it, I totally realised, it's upside down, that I forgot to video it. So what we're doing is we are making a piece of textiles in our own style, but using the colours that everybody has suggested, which is quite good because when I've looked through some of the colours, some of them are not really colours I would normally work with, but it's just quite nice. So this one's Susanna's, just a little quick peek there of that one. And I thought I'd video this one. This one, who am I doing next? I am doing Melanie, who does bright pink and bright green, which I don't do at all, Melanie. So this has been a real challenge to me. You're only going to see this little bit because I think it's always nice, and I might move things around anyway. So the way that I've worked with this is very much the way that I worked with the Sew for the Soul and the book project. So auditioning all my fabrics, so just pulling out bits. I've got some hand dyed bits and pieces, some upholstery fabrics like the Sanderson fabrics, some linens, bit of vintage tatting, some rickrack, giant rickrack. I found this in my box. I'd forgotten I'd got this and I absolutely love it. Suffolk puffs, and so I've been pinning them. So it's actually onto a vintage quilt. I've been a bit naughty because I know we were told originally just to do it onto something flat, but I got hold of these. They're very thin vintage quilt squares, and I just thought, oh, they're just going to be so nice. And I just love when things are really, really tactile. So I've cut them out. It's 9" by 7" for the big bit, and then the finished bit is 8 by 6. And the idea then is we can do whatever we want with them when we've done. So it might be that you make a book of them, or you could make a quilt, I suppose. I'm just looking forward to getting them through the post. So we're doing one a month. So this is the one that I've started for Melanie. So it's all ready to start stitching, and this is what I'm going to be doing on an evening. But I was just sat this evening and I'm back at work. For those of you that don't know, that I'm also a teacher 4 days a week. I'm the head of art at our local secondary school, and coming back now after being on lockdown, it's very different way of teaching art as well. So Mondays are my worst day. I'm all over the place. So I'm in art rooms, non-art rooms. We have breaks during lessons, lunch during lessons. There's one-way systems, and you just don't feel like you sit down. So I've got home this evening and just thought, oh God, I'm so stressed. So I thought, right, I need to do something that's my go-to, which was originally what my bobbin was going to be. So I've got a canvas, a round one. It's a 12" round canvas. I got it for £11.99 from Calder Graphics in Huddersfield. And I thought, right, I'm going to do a piece of work for this. It's going to go in the kitchen. It's not very often I do something that's going to go actually in my house, because I tend to always be doing things for other people. So I've got a 12" hoop, and the bit of fabric that I have used for this, I think I've just popped it back in my rose, oh there we go, it's an old vintage tablecloth, so it's got the pattern on ready for stitching, but I know I won't stitch it, and I was tempted to do that and actually stitch it and put it in the hoop, but I quite like that. But I'm wondering what I might do is when I've stitched it, I might take a few of the flowers and maybe applique them on later on. So I'm not 100% sure, because I think it still would be nice, because it's an old piece. It still would be quite nice to maybe have some of the original bit in here. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. That might happen. So I've just pulled together a load of colours. So it's going to go in my kitchen, and my kitchen's, it's sort of like silver. It's metal, but it's got like a yellowy olivey green and a bit of red in it as well. So I've just pulled out bits of fabric that don't match, and I've just been, well, they do match, but they don't match, and I've just been playing around with how I can place them. And then I'm just going to do like I've done with any of my other pieces, is just sit and straight stitch, get it all tacked down, and then once I've done that, then I'm going to decide what I'm going to do and play around. So I've got some small Rick Rack, the big Rick Rack. This is my last little bit, which I'm a little bit sad about, but I thought I'd better use it, because otherwise I'll put it somewhere safe again and I won't remember where it is. So in here I've got some French linen as well. I love this little cherub. I just think it's so cute. And there's just little bits of red just popping through, just to give it a little blast of colour. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing with that. So these are the projects that then I have got going at the moment, I suppose. This Friday, if I get this on this week, hopefully I will. So Friday the 25th at 3 o'clock, Hachanda, the TV craft channel, I'm going to be on there with some of my kits. So I don't know if anybody fancies watching. I'm a little bit nervous about doing that, but I'm sure it'll all be fine. And then this weekend is Yarndale online, so I'll be available Saturday and Sunday. So I've got a really busy weekend coming up, so I think I really do need this sewing just to sit and chill and relax. So I'm going to keep updating you with these bits. It'll be on my Instagram, Facebook, and I'll keep videoing it every now and again and just do some tiny little videos. So if anybody has finished everything and wants to join in, obviously feel free to join in. So this one I'm doing is a 12-inch hoop, and I've just put lots of squares and bits and pieces on, and I'm just going to straight stitch to start off with. Okay, so keep safe everybody, hope you're all well, and I will see you soon.